So far, we have proved in different modules that though we try to be similar through discourses, through personal preferences, differences are never eliminated. This module also highlights the same point that national histories, they are also actually discourse of differences. We often say, you might have heard your teachers, parents, that our histories are different. National histories are the major discourse that reinforces difference between we, self, and them, others. Different histories make us different nations. Okay. But international couples use we to go beyond nationality. When they use we never means that they belong to two different histories or to different nations. They use it in sense of being similar. Okay. This we is different from that which shows them members of their respective countries, that I have already explained. When the couple belongs to two enemy countries, सोने पे सुहागा हो जाएगा. If they belong to two such countries who are historically enemies and they have fought wars with each other, what happens? Such international couples look upon such wars as divisions. You might have heard it in many talks that at international media at least, that people of certain countries, they are warring countries, they are against each other, enemies. We often hear that people say that awam to kareeb hain, hukmran dur hain. So this is the same thing. Such international couples think that we are similar. Our countries which have fought wars, the wars have divided us. Okay. See the following dialogue. Cynthia, I hold little sympathy for the anti-German press and public in England. So, the press of England is anti-Germany, and the prevalence of war films on British TV. British TV shows the war movies. As both France and I have lost our fathers, France the partner, so we have lost our fathers as a result of war. France's father in Russia somewhere, and mine on the father of Cynthia on the Death's Railway or Burma Siam Railway in Thailand. So both lost their fathers in wars. Now, I am anti-war generally. Okay. Now, for this person, Cynthia, you know why is she against war? Because she thinks that it takes away our dear ones, our closest relations. It deprives us of these relations. So they don't believe in war. It means they deny any kind of enmity can become a barrier between their relationships. Because if we divide ourselves on the basis of war, so this is quite unjust, right? So a very catastrophic, very dangerous kind of thing is dividing us. That's it. Usually difference in old enemies is a result of, so such kind of international couples like Cynthia, they think that we are enemies just because of misunderstanding, propaganda. war motives, occupation. Okay. Often national identities are based on these questionable things. So they believe that national identities have no other foundation. They are justified on the basis of these things like misunderstanding and propaganda, etc. The couples challenge the difference based on such doubtful identities. They don't recognize these differences. See a talk about World War II between an English and a German speaker. I think there might be a little feeling with Germany because of the war, but I'm not the one to keep a grudge. There was anybody, maybe I should be the one to keep a grudge because my grandfather was killed in the war, but no, I think Europe is getting closer. So forget about Germany and what Germany did with me. I don't think it's coming down to one person on the war. I think if you look at Iraq today, I'm sure half the people are what we see on television now. I'm sure they have been forced to do so. And I suppose with Germany as well. So as Iraq was Iraq was dragged into war, so Germany could have been dragged into war. So I don't think anybody wants to fight and kill somebody. And I think that does come in a little bit with Hildegard. So he says that my partner also, Roger says that my partner also thinks like me. We both are against war. And if there is war, it is because of some personal motives, hidden agenda, etc. So they are not a barrier. We move forward. In the village here, because some of the people, it is part of the same dialogue. In the village here where they live, because some of the people, they've never been out from the village, and I've traveled all over Europe, and people are people, no matter who they are. So our people, they think in narrow terms because they remain at one place. But when you move around the world, he mentions that I have traveled along the globe. So I have found people just as people. So we conclude that national histories promote stereotypes which create difference. What I have been calling misunderstanding and propaganda. Often war is taken as a major cause of difference. International couples, they avoid differences which are based on war.